Hi, my name is Craig Brunt, and I'm a Principal Technical Marketing Manager for Red Hat Ansible Automation Platform. If you're watching this video, you're either considering or have already joined the tech preview of Ansible Lightspeed with IBM Watson Code Assistant. So on behalf of the Ansible Lightspeed team, welcome. In this video, we'll walk through how to connect to the Ansible Lightspeed service in VS Code and take it for a quick test drive to show you exactly what you can expect in the tech preview. As you probably know, Ansible Lightspeed with IBM Watson Code Assistant is a generative AI tool purpose-built to help users create quality Ansible code more quickly and efficiently, while increasing the scope and the impact of their automation efforts. Ansible Lightspeed is the culmination of a partnership between Red Hat and IBM and consists of two main parts. Red Hat is responsible for the Ansible Lightspeed service and the integration into the content tooling, pre- and post-processing capabilities which enrich the AI-generated suggestions, and is responsible for delivering all that AI goodness to Ansible developers. The IBM part is the IBM Watson Code Assistant, which is a large language model trained on Ansible Galaxy data and other open source data sources, which actually goes ahead and creates those suggestions. All of this wrapped up in Red Hat and IBM's subject matter expertise. The tech preview version of Ansible Lightspeed offers an Ansible task generation capability based on easy to understand natural language task descriptions. Ansible Lightspeed uses this prompt as well as the Ansible file to create contextually aware suggestions, all infused with our unique experience and best practices. We intend for the tech preview version of Ansible Lightspeed to be open and free to all Ansible users. As more users engage with Ansible Lightspeed, the breadth, depth, and quality of the recommendations provided by the model will improve. And with your ongoing support and engagement, our engineering team will continue to hone the overall experience. Let's get started by connecting to the Ansible Lightspeed service. Before we get started, you will need Visual Studio Code and Python installed on your workstation. You'll also need a GitHub account, so please have those details handy. I have my Visual Studio Code editor open, so let's begin. First, install the VS Code extension by searching for Ansible in the marketplace. Click Install on the Ansible VS Code extension and please make sure you choose the one that is published by Red Hat. The installation should take a few minutes to complete. Next, enable the Ansible Lightspeed service in the extension by clicking the gear icon and selecting Extension Settings. I'll enable Ansible Lightspeed in my VS Code workspace settings, but you can also configure it in user settings based on your preference. Scroll down until you see two checkboxes, one to enable Ansible Lightspeed and the other to enable inline suggestions. Please go ahead and make sure you've got both ticked. Next, let's walk through authorizing Ansible Lightspeed using your GitHub credentials and accepting the tech preview terms and conditions. Click on the big Ansible A in the VS Code activity bar on the left-hand side of your editor. You'll see a welcome message and a connect button. Go ahead and click on connect. A new pop-up window will open asking you to confirm that you want to sign in to the Ansible Lightspeed service. Go ahead and click on Allow and then click on Open in the following dialog box. This will open a new window in your default browser. Click on Login with GitHub and authenticate using your GitHub credentials. Read the Ansible Lightspeed technical preview terms and conditions and click on Agree. Go ahead and authorize Ansible Lightspeed for VS Code by clicking the Authorize button and following the browser prompts to redirect you back to VS Code. Finally, click Open in the VS Code confirmation dialog box. Congrats! You successfully configured Ansible Lightspeed. Suppose it takes you a bit longer than expected to find your GitHub credentials and you get an error message stating you've run out of time to authenticate. No problem. Just click the connect button again in the Ansible extension welcome screen and repeat the steps we've just covered. You're in. Now it's time to experience how Ansible Lightspeed enhances your content creation experience with generative AI. I've started an example playbook that will install and configure a cockpit package on a Red Hat Enterprise Linux system. We'll use this playbook to walk through utilizing Ansible Lightspeed and highlight some of its AI superpowers. You can confirm that Ansible Lightspeed is enabled by looking at the VS Code status bar at the bottom of the editor window. Also, please ensure a Python environment is selected and your playbook files are associated with the Ansible language. To ask Ansible Lightspeed for a suggestion, it's as simple as moving your cursor to the end of your task description and pressing Enter and Tab to accept. In this suggestion, we're using the Red Hat RHEL System Roles Certified Content Collection to install Cockpit. Note that the generated suggestion used the Fully Qualified Collection name, or FQCN. This is an example of many unique post-processing capabilities we've baked into the Ansible Lightspeed service, ensuring you get recommendations with baked-in best practices. Let's move to the next task. Again, it's as easy as pressing Enter and Tab to accept. In this suggestion, we're copying our custom cockpit configuration file to the target host. What I love about this recommendation is the security best practices. Ansible recommends setting permissions when automating file operations, and Ansible Lightspeed provided a robust example in the recommendation. I also want to highlight something dear to our hearts here at Ansible: content source matching. Building trust in the community and supporting the open source relationships between contributors and consumers is part of our DNA. We highlight that these suggestions came from the Ansible community, and we don't want to hide that. Ansible Lightspeed transparently shows us the potential source, author, and licenses for all code recommendations. This task looks good to me. Let's generate suggestions for the remaining two tasks. The first task restarts the cockpit service to apply our custom configuration file, and the second task permits cockpit service traffic through the firewall. I'd like to show you another Ansible Lightspeed superpower: context. Imagine we want to set module defaults for ansible.posix.firewalld. Specifically, always making the firewall rule changes permanent. We can accomplish this by declaring it in the module defaults section. Now let's regenerate the last task suggestion again. Ansible Lightspeed used the full playbook context and generated an updated suggestion, taking the module default section into account. Note that the new suggestion didn't include the permanent module argument we already defined in the module defaults section. Last, but certainly not least, is how you provide your valuable feedback. The Ansible extension provides a place to provide feedback to us on your experience, and also tell her if there was certain bugs or issues, or perhaps better recommendations you'd like to share with us. So there you have it. With a few easy steps, you can connect to Ansible Lightspeed with IBM Watson Code Assistant and start automating with AI in no time. Let's recap what we've covered in the video. To connect to Ansible Lightspeed, install the VS Code extension and enable the service in the extension settings. Then, Log into the Ansible Lightspeed service using your GitHub credentials and accept the technical preview terms and conditions. Finally, ensure that you've set your VS Code language to Ansible for your YAML playbooks, and you're ready to start automating with AI. And that's it. We hope you enjoy using Ansible Lightspeed and are eager for your feedback on the experience. Be sure to keep tabs on the project at redhat.com/Ansible-Lightspeed for more information and updates. Thank you.